This is from Rob in New York.
Rob in New York. I used to know some Robs in New York.
Hey Sam, love the channel and I'm a big fan of Lee's. Can you ask him what he recommends for a better night's rest? What's the point of lifting heavy and have a great workout if I'm not getting the proper recovery at night? I've been getting back into lifting and started noticing right away that I have a harder time sleeping at night on days I work out. Is this normal? Also, does Lee have a preferred snuggle position with your lady that elicits better sleep? My wife is a snuggler and it's taken some getting used to when it's time for bed because I'm not much of a snuggler myself. Thanks, bros. Well, how do you sleep at night?
Hold on. I just found something here. Sorry to cut in, but this radio here, BJJ radio, is that
Aaron Wilson's.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe that.
Is that Aaron Wilson's?
I believe he's branched out into the martial arts.
Is this him?
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
There's
a little picture up there, but it's hard to. It's got like these gay pictures, so it could be. But there's a post that I've been tagged in, and this is what it says. It has this radio thing here.
Yeah.
But just listen to this. Does this sound like Aaron Wilson? Let's see. If I can. Lee Priest gets sent a video from Aaron Wilson, PhD, of a sweaty body part measurement. Then it says down here, seems fitness gym equipment, but it says here, Lee Priest, pro #bodybuilding's first openly gay bodybuilder and radical LGBTQ activist, uses typical tactics of the left in attacking me after my show exposed his cadre of closeted pros.
Yeah. So you're the first openly gay bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No. I'm just replying now that if I was gay, I wouldn't hide it. Fuck. I'd be proud of it if I was gay. See, this is the thing I like about the internet. You can learn so much about yourself that I didn't even know.
Now that you know that Aaron is a BJJ expert, I think he's put an extra J on the end of that. Are you worried? He's obviously a strength athlete, being a bodybuilding aficionado. Now he's obviously a martial artist, and combined with the fact that he's got a PhD. What a man!
He's like a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
isn't he?
what a absolute
I can't even like I said. I've never heard one of his podcasts. The only time I've heard him was if you've brought him up or showed him to me, but I've never, because I always forget his name. I always have to ask you what his name is when I come down here, but I've never heard him. I think that one you showed me at one time was the one where he was talking about Bernie, wasn't it, being my father?
Yeah,
and
Bernie, yeah.
And Bernie was the gay one and done for drugs and put into prison overseas, and he was like, you've heard it here first, this is breaking news. So every bit of his news was totally wrong.
Yeah.
Because Bernie wasn't my father and Bernie's not gay and everything else. So, no, I don't know. People like him I'm not sure what to make of them, because they just live in their own little world of making shit up and talking about gayness a lot. So, look, if he's gay, he needs to come out. But that's all. But back to this question, what was it?
No, I was going to say he is the original internet assassin, bodybuilding expert.
That's what he talks about, isn't it?
PhD, and now he's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. But Anonymous. Like, no.
Anonymous, yes. Because he probably works for the government.
Yeah.
He's actually, he's actually a true assassin.
Yeah.
So he can't, he does a lot of black ops,
Yeah,
covert type
yeah.
stuff. So he can't really.
Otherwise, he would have won Olympia and the
If he could show
UFC
his
title.
face, if he could show his face, he probably works for the CIA.
Yeah.
Coxie and Arse, that is.
Yeah.
Coxie and Arse Association. But,
He's probably like in a Black Hawk helicopter at the moment, like hovering over Iran. Like, what are we going to do?
Listening in.
We're going to send like a force of
checking in the closets for people.
We're going to send a force of 50,000 soldiers in, or will we just use Aaron?
One man.
Yeah.
He's like the internet Rambo.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You all check outside. I'll go check in the closet. I like to get people to come out of the closet.
Yeah, I'll do him over once he's in the shower.
Yeah. Once he's out of that closet, I'll show him what it's like to be open. I'll open his arsehole so bad. Be like a grenade went off. Yeah, so poor Aaron, but Now the guy's question was about training and resting, wasn't it?
Okay, well, yeah. Back to Rob's question.
Yes, Rob. Sorry about that, Rob.
Okay, so do you have trouble sleeping after you train?
Well, not generally, because getting ready for contests I might have, because I was more with the contest on my mind and doing a lot of cardio, and that metabolism was running a lot faster, and you just didn't need as much sleep then. But generally in the off season, when you train hard and stuff, you can go to sleep pretty easy. So I find people that have a hard time sleeping after they train is they train later in the afternoon or they train at night and they take pre-workouts.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
So they take pre-workouts in the afternoon and at night time, and then they'll train, so they go home, it's still in their system, then they have a big meal. So it's like, that's generally what will keep you awake at night. Generally, if you've trained hard and you had a day at work or whatever you're doing, you should be that tired you go to sleep. If something's keeping you awake, I'm not going to say it's the training and stuff. Generally it could be, look at what you're taking while you're training or before you train. That's probably what's keeping you up at night.
Oh, and also I think if you train, I think the rule is if you train, like the later you train and the shorter the time between when you go to bed, like you got to wind your body down.
Exactly. It's like it's not like to do. I come home from, I go for dinner or something and you get home later, or I go to a movie, which I very rarely do go out at night. Even just doing nothing, I can't go straight home and go to bed.
Yeah.
I've got to get home, get changed and sit on the couch for at least an hour and a half, watch TV and just sort of let yourself get into that dozy stage. But I hate coming home from being out and just taking your clothes off and hopping straight into the bed. If you've just been out for dinner or stuff, it's like, you can't sleep, you still feel full. You just don't say, you need that wind down period. So I'd recommend coming home from the gym, and if you have dinner, just have dinner and then relax. Or maybe you go to train after dinner, so when you've come home from the gym, just sit down on the couch, relax until you feel yourself dozing off in the chair, and then put yourself into bed or watch TV in bed and then doze off. Or if you fall asleep on the couch, you got a comfy couch, stay there. Excuse me.
Yeah, and
I'm falling asleep now.
Or also too, he might be posting his workouts on Instagram.
That's the thing too. Now that keeps a lot of people awake at night because they're on their fucking phones. If you got your phone beside your bed at night, if you're not a doctor on call, put it on silent. You can still hear your alarm. Your alarm still goes off if your phone's on mute, so you're not tempted. And put it away from your bed, so when if you do wake up, some people wake up and they're like, oh, let me just check what's happened on Facebook or Instagram through the night. Then they get hooked into looking at their screen again for another hour or so, and they should be sleeping. So do not touch your phone once you go to bed. Get off it, or even try and half hour before bed, hour before bed. Don't go on your phone. You don't need to, because then sometimes it stimulates your mind. You get into that writing stuff, or you might get worked up over a comment and shit like that. So just put it away for an hour before bed. Get off all of stuff and just chill out, watch TV, read a book, and then just go to bed. Have a wank, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I like reading a book. I think that's the...
What was the last book you read, Sam?
What was the last...
Green Eggs and Ham, Sam.
Well,
Cat in the Hat.
Well, it's funny because I read one by Warren Mundine, When there's big,
What was that called? I hate my son.
No, it's not his son, it's his uncle. But you know, when you talk about these things with Aboriginals and that, like I like reading books about issues like that, and that was a really, really good
And what
book.
did you take from that book? Apart from it costing you $24.95 at the bookstore.
No, my dad got it for me.
Oh.
But other than the fact of you know, his dad suffered a lot. He, you know, genuinely did suffer from, you know, racism and whatever. But the man was a hard worker, worked 6 days a week, bought his own house, raised a family.
So you're saying even though he suffered from racism, he didn't sit there going, poor me, everybody hates me, I can't do anything because I'm Aboriginal. He actually, okay, he was upset that he had it and it was bad that happened to him, but he still knuckled down, worked hard and became very successful.
Look, the guy would sound like an absolute legend, and people like that should be heroes. But, you know, I thought that was such a great story.
He's not like Anthony Mundine, you mean?
No. And people should read things like that. But back to Rob. So yeah, maybe try getting a book. But what's the go? What are you, a snuggler? Do you like a bit of body contact in bed?
Who, me?
Yeah, or do you?
I don't mind a bit of a tickle, but because I'm always hot, sometimes like a bit of I cuddle before I go to sleep. Then maybe through the night she'll cuddle me a bit, but then generally if I get too close, for winter time's not too bad, I can bear it a bit longer, but summertime when it's really humid, I get too hot if they cling on me all night, so
yeah. Oh look, it's two different worlds, isn't it? Summer and winter in Australia, like
and she loves the heat, I don't like the heat, so she'll be under the blankets anyway and I'll be on top of the blankets, so even now I don't really get under the blankets. Like last night I thought it was pretty warm.
So yeah, because Australian houses, even though it doesn't get super cold, Australian houses aren't built for cold. So
no,
our bedrooms,
you can
like
never find where the breeze is
yeah,
coming
yeah,
from.
like our bedrooms, you know, you'd be warmer outside.
So ice box, is it?
Yeah, so in winter it's, you know, a matter of survival. Yeah, I get Matt to stay over and I cuddle to keep warm, but come summertime.
Where's Alison sleep?
yeah, in the back shed. But no, come summertime, there's no snuggling in Australia. I don't think.
No.
It's they're just too hot and yeah,
Humid, sticky, sweaty.
So even in winter, you very rarely have a blanket on.
No, just a sheet maybe and only halfway up.
Yeah. Well, I hope we've sorted Rob's problem out.
Yeah.
If he still has trouble getting to sleep, Matt is
We're going to hire him out.
He's an expert at getting people to sleep. So Rob can come and stay at Matt's sleep clinic
and sniff the chloroform.
yeah. So he'll
special chloroform pillowcases.
Rob will.
You'll wake up a whole new me.
Yeah. So the offer's out there if you want to get yourself into a solid sleep pattern.
A good old chokehold. Matt's nickname's the Sleeper.
Yeah, he's a big fan of the rear naked choke. So that's
Again, attention, Matt at Sam's
Fitness. Yeah, for people that want to get their sleep in order, just contact Matt and you can say in his clinic. Once again, proof that.
Use discount code LeePriest for
10% off. Yeah, there's more ways you can use your body than bodybuilding. So
exactly.
putting people to sleep and stuff like that, that's another thing people can look into.
Yeah.